So today is the day. I think I'm actually going to get started. I've got some time and I've been thinking about this for a while. So I had this idea that I could raise some rabbits in my yard. I'm totally fenced in all the way around, and the only meat available is, like pork and beef that are hanging on the side of the road, and you just go to the butcher and you just cut some of the meat off, and it's been hanging there all day. Super hygienic, and so far we just haven't bought any of that. We either buy it at a restaurant that's been cooked, and even that, I don't know if that's that great. And there's chickens, but I get tired of chicken all the time. So I thought rabbits would be good, because the only fresh meat that we actually do go get is in Kampala, which is, you spend most of a day driving there, doing your shopping, coming back, with the main objective of getting some meat for the table. So raising rabbits, I think that is going to be a good idea. So that's kind of my primary goal, is to have meat for myself and my wife, but also I'd like to see if I can create a system, some sort of a model here in my yard, because I know some locals that raise rabbits, but I don't hear of it being like profitable, or like they don't brag about how many rabbits they can get. So thinking, well, maybe, like, I just like to see what that actually means, what that can turn into, as I work here just on my own little bit of property. I've got grass. Everybody around here has grass. So if you can, make a model that people can follow, I would love to be able to do that, so that, because I just don't have any experience myself, actually. So I can learn about how to raise rabbits here on my own property, and then if they do, as the cliche says, multiply like rabbits, if I get just way too many of them, which I'd love to have way too many rabbits, I can always give them away, which is a great way to help people around here, just to bless our neighbors and our friends and our community. So I would love to have the problem of way too many rabbits. So that's my goal. But today is the day that I'm going to start making a hutch. That will be for, my idea is that I would keep one buck in there. He would probably be caged up all the time, and then I'd have 3 spaces for does, where I can breed does in there. They would be out free range if they're not being bred. Otherwise they would be in a cage, for the few weeks that they would be pregnant and raising their kits. And then along with that, I think that I'll have like another space in there that the rabbits can come back in at night. And I'm told that they come back to the hutch at night and they know what to do. So we're gonna see. I still probably should talk to some locals about some of these details, but this is my plan. This is what we're gonna try to do. Good luck to me. Okay, so I've got some leftover lumber from another building project that was going on at my house. This is the old scaffolding. Real 2x4s. So I've ripped some of them down into 2x2s already. I've made them real straight, as you can see. So that should definitely make this project more interesting, with things not being super straight. Anyway, so we have lumber. We've got some wire and wood chips. And we've got some nails over there in those sacks. I think that is going to be just enough stuff to get this project going. I've got the face frame now. It's roughly in shape. It'll change a little bit yet. Obviously it's not anywhere near done, but so if this is the top up here with the foot down here, we'll have maybe about a foot where it's sitting up off the ground. This row, I'll have a space here for my my buck to go in. I'll have a double space down here for just kind of an open hutch that everybody can jump into at night, and then I'll have 3 spots along the top for my does. With this space will be something that I can, if I need to, I can put trays in to catch all of the stuff from, like when the does are on top, you know, just so everybody down below doesn't get dirty. That's kind of my idea right now. I've got my front and back wall frames ready now, and so here we are at the spot that I'm looking to put this hutch, right here beside my compost pile, behind this banana tree. I have made a few pillars here in the ground level. I just kind of wanted to get everything up and out of the dirt. They're a bit overkill because that's what I do, but at the same time I wanted a little flexibility on space, on where I didn't know exactly how this thing was going to set, so now I've got a bit of a footprint that I can work around in with that. And I'm also, this is my back panel here, and this is the outside is up, and I've got these like drop-off pieces from some logs that I'm just going to put on the back just to protect the back, maybe cut down on whatever sort of moisture might fling in from the back side. But I bought these little fencing planks, I guess you call it, for like 25 cents a piece, which is pretty awesome. And so I'm just kind of stacking it on there like kind of like a lap, like a half lap siding. So that's my project for this afternoon. Sun's going down quick here, but I have got this put together. I'm sure that it is going to be way too heavy to move. I went the cheap option and didn't think about the weight option, so let's see how this goes. Is this gonna move? And contrary to popular belief around my house, I am not Superman. That was going to be way too heavy, so I took it all off, which took just as long to put on. But I think I have an idea for something else now, but I'm going to just try to assemble this thing in place, and then I'll deal with that later once I track down some more material, something different that I've seen in the market. I just need to go try to figure out who to buy it from. You know, it's pretty amazing how efficient you can work when you know you have a camera pointed at you. You see, when the YouTube guys came out to film me, really nice guys, by the way, but they told me, you know, we just got one camera, tight budget, not a lot of time, so you're really gonna have to get after it with this thing and just work really fast. And so as you can see, like, I think I'm going, I'd say probably about 4 times faster than I would usually work. Yeah, I mean, that's some pretty fast wire cutting. But anyways, I used about a 1/2 inch square mesh for the floor, and then just some regular chicken wire for the top and the sides of this cage. I've got the chicken wire all around the outsides, but as you can see, I've forgotten a detail. No doors. Small oversight, but don't worry, I have a plan, as always, that's what I'm going to work on next. I've got some doors made here. Spent a little bit of time putting these guys together. And so now, along with that, I also got some of my door jambs put up all along here too. So we'll try to put the doors on, and then we'll cut out some of this wire and see what happens as we make an opening here. Hopefully it all closes back up real nice. Now, before I actually installed the door, I had to cut some of this wire out of the way. So I clipped it out and then wrapped it around the door jambs. But it became apparent very quickly that this was probably the least thought out piece of this entire project, which is hard to believe. This is the hesitation of a man who has just realized that he put the hinges on the wrong side. He actually wants his latch on that side. So here's for a redo. And like I said before, this is probably the least thought out piece of this project, which is hard to believe. Of course the door sticks. It's too tight, my friend. You're gonna have to work on it. My timeline got moved up a little bit on getting some rabbits. As you can see, I now have 3 does in here. I got them this morning. The guy I was getting them from, he's going back to school, and so this took me a little longer to build than I thought. And so I wanted to get these from him before he left for school. So I've put a tarp on here to kind of keep them out of the rain and out of the sun. It's a little sunny now, but yeah, here they are. After my failure with the back of this cage, I finally found what I was looking for. These little mats. These are actually made of bamboo tree that has been dried out and then woven together, kind of. And it's a really cheap option that I finally asked the right person at the market who could tell me where to go find them. So I finally got these. Now it's time to get them put on the back. I think I've got this thing all put together. I didn't shoot video of putting on the back pieces or the roof. It just wasn't a very glorious shot, so I'll let you use your imagination how that all went. But yeah, so I think I misspoke earlier. These like mat things that I put around the back and sides, those are made of papyrus, and yeah, it went on pretty good. It actually looks like I've got a little tiki hut here now for my rabbits. I think it looks pretty cool. Yeah, this is some amazing tin that we put on the top. It actually says on there, certified not for roofing. So definitely using the best for this this cage. So I've got my rabbits. They're settled in, eating some banana leaves. And actually, just after I got these rabbits, this mama over here, she dropped some babies on the ground, so we had to quickly make up a little nest box. So they're a little over a week old now. There they are. She just had 3 of them, 3 healthy ones. So pretty cool. Off to a quick start with this little project. Thanks for watching. Thanks for enduring. You guys are great. Thanks.